Welcome back. Some parents in Cincinnati are demanding changes from a public school after an 8-year-old boy took his own life.
The child's family says it happened just 2 days after he was bullied at school back in January. Police and an attorney say security video shows the boy being attacked in a school bathroom, but the district says they mischaracterized the events in the video. A semi-annual report shows there were 0 bullying incidents reported at the school, Carson Elementary, between August of 2016 and December of that year, and shows a decrease in bullying since the 2014 to 15 school year. But some parents believe the 8-year-old's death is a tragic testament to how bad the bullying really is.
They're coming home and getting upset and they're crying to me, and I'm trying to do something about it.
I was extremely shocked to find out that it had gotten to this point.
Whether it's new programs for students, more parent involvement, or different training for teachers, the parents say something needs to be done to prevent similar incidents.
A popular Netflix show depicting rape, bullying, and suicide has the attention of teens and parents across the globe and right here on the Suncoast. The
controversial series called 13 Reasons Why has sparked warning emails from schools, complaints from mental health professionals, and concerns from parents. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is in the studio to explain what some of those parental concerns are and how psychologists say the show is affecting teens. Jess?
13 Reasons Why is about a teenager, Hannah Baker, who commits suicide and leaves behind tapes for the people she says are the reasons why she did it. While suicide is not a new topic in television, psychologists say we're living in much more sensitive times.
Hey, it's Hannah. Hannah Baker.
The Netflix series 13 Reasons Why was created to provoke conversation and bring awareness to teen issues like sexual abuse, body shaming, and suicide.
The teenagers are watching this. They've all seen it. The teenagers are talking about this, and the teenagers are experiencing these issues of bullying, slut shaming, things like that.
While it's certainly starting conversations, some argue it's glamorizing teen suicide.
I'm concerned some of the things that kids talk about who've seen the show. In many ways, some of the kids that talk to me seem to think that suicide is okay. It's easy for them to get into copycat situations.
KT Curran, who works closely with teens through Source Productions, calls the series a must-watch for parents and educators.
This is a great teachable moment for America to talk about this series, 13 Reasons Why, and why are teens upset? What's going on at school and on the school bus? Let's talk about these issues.
Educators at Sarasota County School District say they're aware that many of their students are watching and talking about the series. While they haven't sent out any warnings to parents or teachers about the show, administrators say they're taking a proactive approach through training.
We want the staff members who are in contact with students the most, whether it be our teachers, our support staff, our administrators, to know what to look for in terms of risk factors, warning signs.
But Dr. Eddie Renier says the first line of defense against a copycat scenario is really active parents. He's urging parents to be involved and know what your kids are watching. Psychologists suggest not prohibiting your kids from watching the series because that will just make them want to watch it even more. Instead, Dr. Renier says just be aware of what they're watching and talk to them about it.
All right, thank you, Jess. A $5,000 reward is being offered tonight to anyone who helps authorities find the person who intentionally set a fire in Bradenton. With the area under a burn ban, Manatee County is cracking down on fire safety. Bradenton firefighters were called to a house fire on 8th Avenue East Thursday morning. The house was unoccupied, but fire officials found a small grass fire nearby, and that has been determined to be suspicious in nature. If you have any information on this case, you're asked to contact 1-877-NO-ARSON. The fire remains under investigation. And this is serious. Anything you do to violate that burn ban, and you're going to face a ticket, and then if it's arson, you're going to face even more charges. So. Yeah.
And the conditions are ripe, as we know, for these fires. Another dry day in the Suncoast, but some hope on the horizon for some rain. Steve is in for Bob tonight.
Little hope, only a 40% chance of showers. That this front will bring it to us late tomorrow. Until then, humidity will increase, which helps with the fire danger, but a good portion of the state, as I'll be telling you in a few minutes, is still extremely tender dry. But hopefully in the long-term future, we will see rain coming our way. Taking a close look in the Gulf of Mexico, right on the fringes of radar range, we're seing some showers that bring us maybe a 20% chance of showers overnight, as we can see in this model output. 83, the current temperature at the airport, 67, the dew point getting a little more humid hour by hour. And here's the plot of the chance of rain, about 20% overnight from those showers you saw in the Gulf. But that big front coming through tomorrow afternoon and evening, that is our greatest chance. If you're heading out tonight on the town, no weather problems. A little bit sticky, that's the only problem. The complete weather forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Steve, thank you. Tragic scenes at an Ohio nursing home. Authorities say a gunman shot and killed a police chief who first responded to reports of an active shooter in the small town of Kirkersville. Deputies later found 3 dead people inside that nursing home. 2 of the victims are believed to be nurses. Police say the 3rd victim is the shooter. The shootings rattled the town, which is about 30 miles east of Columbus. The police chief had been on the job for only 3 weeks.
It's a real hard day. It's a hard day for all of us. The deputies that arrived on the scene and pulled him to safety, if you will, they're having a hard time. So we've got a crisis team in to assist with them and to take care of any other officers that might need some assistance along those lines.
The police chief, Stephen Desario, was the father of 6 children with a baby on the way. Police have not released a motive for the shooting rampage.
The last day for class for Manatee County students will be coming up at the end of this month.
And various organizations in Manatee County are preparing to feed children that rely on school meals for their nutrition. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo has more on the effort.
It could be the most important program happening in Manatee County all summer long for kids under 18.
About 60% of our students in Manatee County receive free and reduced meals throughout the school year. You can use that number and apply that to summer of how many students need meals.
So the Manatee District deploys a mobile feeding unit where kids eat free, feeding many children in the county experiencing undernutrition.
We have 2 mobile feeding buses that each make 3 stops out in the community, bringing meals to the kids. So that's how we cover the county.
Manatee Schools Director of Food and Nutrition Services, Regina Toma, says the district will feed children at 15 county school sites that are open for summer programs, as well as other key locations.
We have about 40 to 50 community sites that we serve every year, which would be daycares and community centers and other types of places where kids go in the summer.
According to United Way's Alice report, of more than 134,000 Manatee County households, 12% were below the poverty level. Stephanie Grepling of Meals on Wheels Plus in Manatee County says with these numbers, summer is a critical time to help feed the community.
We're a seasonal location, so it's not the holidays where everybody is in the spirit of giving, and the children are the ones that really need the food the most.
And they do this by way of their SAC Summer Hunger Program. Meals on Wheels and the school district coordinate the same meal locations throughout the summer.
We also follow the Kids Eat Free bus on Fridays, running from June 9th all the way to August 4th.
Programs that are critical in Manatee County, according to Grepling.
Development in these early years for children is so important. So nutrition and development is critical.
That was ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo reporting. The overall number of smokers is falling, with only 16% of the population lighting up regularly. Although that number is going down, the use of electronic cigarettes continues to rise, especially among teenagers. To combat smoking, the state-funded anti-smoking campaign, Tobacco Free Florida, is now focusing on the overall financial and health-related costs to users. According to the group, an average smoker dies 10 years sooner than a similar non-smoker, while racking up medical costs throughout their lifetime. The habit also costs a lot of money.
On average, a pack-a-day smoker spends about $2,000 a year just on cigarettes alone. So if you think about that over the course of 5 years, you could have saved $10,000 if you would have quit smoking.
The support of family and friends is crucial when someone is trying to quit smoking. It often takes up to 10 attempts before a person is able to kick the habit.
Now let's get back to ABC 7's Ray Collins, who is live at the Ritz-Carlton in Sarasota, where the Dick Vitale Gala is taking place. Raised more than $18 million to date for pediatric cancer research, and they hope to raise even more tonight. Ray?
Scott and Haley, indeed, an amazing night all lined up. The 12th annual. This thing has grown every year, bigger and bigger. We're joined now by the founder, Dick Vitale, and I'm so impressed by you because not only are you're on the scene, you're on the soapbox doing basketball, but every day of your life, you've not forgotten the platform you have to try to help those who can't help themselves.
Well, you know, really, Ray, I really think that I'm so absolutely blessed in my life. I mean, I've had a life that's been really one that exceeded my dreams, and I want to give back. I want to be able to give back, and I will to my last breath, as you heard me say at the press conference. I will beg and I will plead. You know, the sad part of it is, if a football program like a Notre Dame or a football program in Michigan and Alabama, they call a meeting and say, you know what, we need $40 million for new football facilities, they get it like this. I'm begging and pleading, trying to affect kids' lives to get $3 million. I mean, it's not easy, and I can just tell the people out here, man, if you can help us, join our team. Just go to dickvitaleonline.com. You can be on our team by making a donation, whatever you can donate. Because if you saw the kids I talked about here today, 1,200 doses of chemotherapy and 4 bone marrow transplants, and he's standing there smiling, 9 years old.
We also had a tragedy this week. One of the 3 honorees, Chris Berman of ESPN, his wife was killed in a car accident Tuesday. He is not here. Have you had a chance to talk to him directly at all this week, Dick?
Yeah, I did. I spoke to Chris, and he has a statement tonight. Our President Emeritus, George Bodenheimer, is going to speak tonight about Chris, and we're going to honor Chris here tonight. Our heart goes out and our prayers to Chris and his family at this tough, tough time. His wife, Kathy, as you said, Ray, lost his life, and I can simply tell you this, Chris wanted to be here so badly, but unfortunately, circumstances.
No, nobody expected him to be here still. You've got a number of big-name athletes and coaches coming through. Many of them have had their own lives touched by cancer, including one honoree, West Virginia basketball coach Bobby Huggins. He has a real reason to be here as well, doesn't he?
Well, you know, his mother died of cancer. A couple of his friends are battling cancer, and Bob also has a scenario where he raises money. Brian Kelly, same thing, raises money. His wife's a 2-time cancer survivor, breast cancer. These guys care. People don't realize. We got 77 celebrities here tonight. We 870 people. We are sold out, and it's all for these beautiful young kids by all courageous team.
Thank you for the work you do.
Thank you, buddy.
There he is, Dick Vitale, the founder of the 12th Annual Foundation. $3 million is the goal tonight. At 6:05, we'll talk to you again and talk to the coach of West Virginia, Bobby Huggins. For now, at the Ritz-Carlton, I'm Ray Collins. Scott and Haley, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, what a fun night.
It is. And the thing about pediatric cancer research, it's such a small fraction of all the money for cancer research gets earmarked for that. So that's why we need to raise so much more money for that.
And what I think is the cruelest form of cancer.
It is. I mean, it affects, when you see these young children as young as 6 months old dealing with this, it's just awful.
So to come to your Suncoast News tonight, get those flowers ready and make plans to reach out to Mom on her special day.
And for those women experiencing their very first Mother's Day, congratulations. We have some tips for you coming up next.
Come on in, welcome to our pad. Trust me, folks, you're in for a ride. I'm driving, so relax. Unwind, leave your buckets all behind. Get ready to blow your mind. In Beatsville, don't be shy. Make the scene, catch the crazy party inside. The hipsters here are gone and dig, man, they're on to something big. Yeah, they're gonna flip your wig in Beatsville. Catch the gig in Beatsville.
The official salon of ABC7.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Daddy! Happy Mother's Day!
Thank you, sweetie.
Happy Mother's Day.
Exceed your mom's expectations this Mother's Day with flowers from Beneva Flowers and Gifts.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
For new moms, this Sunday will be their very first Mother's Day, and today health officials are offering a few tips to keep your bundle of joy safe and healthy. Here's ABC's Dr. Timothy Johnson.
First-time moms feel exhilaration, exhaustion, and let's be honest, a lot of worry. And often worries extend to medications for both babies and breastfeeding mothers. This week, just in time for Mother's Day, the FDA has released recommendations for medication safety in households with children. First, store medicine safely. Babies can learn to crawl as early as 5 months, but it makes sense to practice placing bottles out of reach before then. Also pay attention to storage instructions. Some drugs need special care, like refrigeration or protection from light and heat. Whether prescription or over-the-counter, only give babies meds with the advice of a healthcare professional. And make sure you give the right dose. Use droppers, not kitchen spoons, because a small mistake can lead to a big overdose. If you're breastfeeding, check with an expert about whether your own prescriptions or supplements pass through into breast milk and might be unsafe for your child. And finally, moms, take some time to care for yourself. Rest when your baby sleeps and keep your appointments with your own doctor. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dr. Timothy Johnson.
And now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Drivers are seeing some backups northbound along I-75 near University Parkway, so do be aware of that. And now let's head over to Steve with a check on our forecast.
Haley, it's getting juicy outside. A south-southwest wind flow over the area is just pumping in moisture from the subtropics. You can kind of see it increase as the day goes on. Not only the high clouds earlier today, but you can see some middle-level clouds start to develop late in the sequence, indicating that the humidity is going up, and it will continue to do that through the evening. These are dew point temperatures indicative of the humidity, and because of the southwest winds off the Gulf, our dew points are jumping up. You can notice, especially in our viewing area, still dry dew points in the 50s inland, but that Gulf breeze is moistening things up, and it'll eventually get far inland. We have an extreme fire danger in a portion of Florida, as you can see, mostly well to the east of us. Sarasota County today only in the moderate range for fire danger. I think that's because of the increased sea breeze, but the rest of our viewing area has a very high fire danger. And across the state, the National Weather Service has a red flag warning up for a good part of Florida, just not the Suncoast. Again, I think because of the sea breeze that's been kicking in today. Here is the approaching front that'll bring us our next chance of rain on about this time tomorrow night into the overnight hours into Sunday. There is the low producing some severe storms along the Gulf Coast earlier today. We also have our eye on what could be almost like a nor'easter. When this low goes out in the Atlantic and hugs the coast, it's going to wash out Mother's Day for New England and a good part of the northeastern states. And you can watch that happen on the RPM forecast if you want, but this is what we're looking at mostly right now. Increased chance of rain by about 5, 6, 7 o'clock on Saturday. This time tomorrow is the greatest chance, but about a 40% chance. And you can see once it passes, it's not very long lasting. It's gone, and then very dry air blows in from the west that will shut off any chance of rain for at least a week, maybe two. But fear not, it'll start to rain in June eventually. Here's a close-up futurecast showing those southwest winds and occasionally high clouds coming in from the Gulf overnight. The slightest chance we'll see a sprinkle around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's really late tomorrow afternoon that has our greatest chance of rain. So here are your weather headlines. It's going to be moist overnight, but we need that moisture to produce the chance of rain by late tomorrow, and then the dry air comes in, making for a spectacular, a great Mother's Day. Here's the 7-day outlook showing that 40% chance of rain tomorrow afternoon, 10% first thing on Sunday, then it clears out. A beautiful day, high on the 84 with lower humidities. Haley, Scott, it turns around and gets warm and dry again rest of next week.
All right, thank you, Steve. Fiat Chrysler is recalling 1 million trucks because of a software glitch that could prevent side airbags and seat belts from working during a rollover crash. The company is aware of 1 death, 2 injuries, and 2 accidents that may be related to the problem. The recall includes some 2013 to 2016 Ram pickups. Chrysler says after some trucks have significant underbody impact, a computer module may incorrectly determine that one of its sensors has failed, temporarily disabling the side airbag and seatbelt pre-tensioner.
Entertainment news is coming up next. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
With all the furniture choices you have, where do you shop? How about Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, now available in Sarasota? Treat yourself to a new Beauty Sleep Queen mattress set starting at only $399 and save up to $800 off an adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Find huge Memorial Day discounts of up to 70% off throughout our showroom with hundreds of items ready for immediate delivery. It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, available now in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Singer-songwriter Van Morrison, who wrote songs like Brown-Eyed Girl and Wild Night, will receive a Lifetime Achievement Award for songwriting.
He'll receive that award at the Americana Honors and Awards Show in September. The Americana Music Association is announcing that Morrison will also headline a concert the following night as part of the Americana Festival. Morrison rose to fame in the 1960s as the lead singer in the Northern Irish band and known for their song Gloria. He's also a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Some great songs, too.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be right back with more news. Stay with us.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.